Okay, I have gone through and finished changing the chapter headings, deleting the page breaks, and replacing them with section break new pages. And so the next step is, if you are formatting for smash words, they don't like the curved quotation marks or apostrophes. So there is a quick fix for that. This will also fix the quotation marks that get turned around backwards. The first thing that you need to do is go into your file and you're going to make some adjustments to the options. Okay, now I think mine has probably already been done, but in the proofing menu, you're going to go to autocorrect options, and in the auto format, you're going to make sure that the straight quotes with smart quotes is unchecked, and in auto format, same thing. So in two places, make sure that this box is unchecked so that it will change everything to straight quotes and smart quotes, and instead of smart quotes. Okay, so once that is done, then you're going to go into your replace tool again, and you're just going to put in a quotation mark, and you're going to replace it with a quotation mark. Then hit replace all. You'll only have to do that one time, and it will tell you how many times that showed up, and then you can see that those have turned into straight quotes. Okay, so that is just for the Smashwords version. So if you need to, you can leave the smart quotes in there for Kindle versions and Nook versions when you are transferring those. So you can always replace it back. So what I will usually do is at this point I will save into a Smashwords file. So I'll hit save as, and I'll go into my current folder, and I'll make this Smashwords. Alright, Smashwords requires an old Word document format, so you have to click on the Word 97 2003. Alright, now I can revert that back to my smart quotes, but I'll have to go back into my proofing and change it. I'm going to put a check mark here and a check mark here and hit OK. Do the same exact thing. Hit replace all. It will curve the quotes again, you can see. But you'll also notice that here after the dash, it has turned it around. So it's kind of handy anyway. Even if you're using the smart quotes and not replacing them for a Smashwords conversion, you can use this to get those quotes to turn back around by the dash, which is kind of cool. Okay, you also actually have to do this with the apostrophe. And you have to do it on both versions. So you do the Smashwords version, you have to do it with the straight apostrophe, and on your main version you're going to have it do it that way too, just to make sure that it's turned the correct way. Alright, so I'm going to go back and say this is my main file again, since I've turned those around. Alright, now usually when you're given a manuscript, you will also be given the end stuff that the author wants put in there, like the author bio and any acknowledgments and so forth. So that kind of thing you're going to put at the end. You'll typically put the cover art and the copyright page at the beginning. Okay, so I actually have copyright page that is saved. For formatting, so that I can just copy and paste it in at the beginning of a book and then adjust it as needed. Okay, so I am going to add in a page break here to give me a page. I know I have been changing the page breaks to section breaks, but sometimes you have to use a page break. So then on this I would put the title and the author. Okay, so probably in 2017, so I'm going to change that too. She would give me an ISBN number, and I put that in there. If you don't have it, you can just delete that line, and then whoever designed the cover art, I would change this byline. Okay, if I had the cover art, then I would come up here and put in the cover art. Now I'm just going to choose a random one from my pre-made list, just so you can see how it's done. And that's not the one I want. I said random, but it has to be full size, so let me see if I can find one that is full size. Try that one. Also not full size. Well, that stinks. Okay, so you pop it in full size, but then you are going to shrink it. But you want it to be full size because of the resolution. So I want this to be 3 inches. Okay, it'll automatically resize it. Now for Smashwords, you have to compress the file. So you would hit compress pictures, all pictures in document, web and screen, so the resolution is set at 96 dpi. Okay, and so then I would hit OK and it would be good. Okay, and then I would put here Fireburn by Windy Night. Okay, if I'm doing the Smashwords version, then I would also say Smashwords edition. There, and Smashwords requires that you also have this information. Okay. Alright, so this is where your center bold is going to come in. So for Smashwords, you want this to be center bold, so you highlight those sections and then click on the style sheet where it says center bold to do those. Smashwords also wants this on a separate page, so that's why I did it. Normally, if you don't have this section here, then all of this will fit on that same page and you are good. Okay, I have a page break here, and the main reason that I put a page break instead of a section break is because if they want to have a dedication, usually hit enter. Nope. Dedication is the center italic. Okay, and so I'll hit enter 4 times. 5. And then my dedication. Okay, now I do not want a page break right before my chapter 1 heading because it will mess up everything. So I want a section break there. And then I'm going to change that back to my heading 1. So if there's no heading 1 on the next page, you use a full out page break. If there is a heading here, like this one, then you want the section break next page because it converts it correctly. Okay, so there should be a page break here, there should be a page break here, but there should be a section break here. Okay, at the back, you put in any of your author information. Same idea. If there is a heading 1 on the next page, then you're going to use a section break. If there is not, you're going to use a page break. Alright, once you've finished, make sure you save your work. Okay, remember that this Word version is the one that's just the 97/2003 Word version. And since I have already made some changes here, what I'm going to do is just keep it the way I have it. And when you get ready for the next step, which is the actual conversion process, you have to save this file into the TXT file ending. So I'm going to hit save as, or it's actually RTF, sorry. And I'm going to go back into my file. And I'm going to change this to the rich text format. And Fireburn. You want to make sure that the author's name is in that save window. Okay, and then I'm going to close out of that window.